Welcome, everyone. Breaking news. Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine gets FDA approval. Distribution to begin immediately, like literally right away. So they want to get the first 20 million vaccines to people. There was a lot of pressure on the FDA. In fact, they were told to get their act together by Friday. Otherwise, people, top of the rankings, FDA people would get fired if they didn't get their act together. So there was tremendous pressure for them to make an announcement, right? After an amazingly rapid scientific breakthrough, America must overcome huge deployment hurdles to end the coronavirus pandemic. Now the challenge is getting it to the people. I want to ask you straight up front, would you want this? Would you take this right away? Do you feel it's safe? Do you feel it's been tested enough? I mean, would you be one of the first in line to say, hey, give it to me, I'm willing to take it right away? Or would you rather say, hey, let people try it out, see what type of side effects they are, and then, maybe at some stage, I'll make myself available for the vaccine. Now in England, they are already a step ahead. In fact, they are already getting the vaccine to UK citizens. And there have been 2 cases reported, and those were people with pretty severe allergies, and they had pretty bad side effects or reactions to that vaccine in the UK. We shall see what this combination brings us. This is the Pfizer-BioNTech. So it's a combination of Americans and Germans working together. Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine got emergency authorization from federal regulators on Friday, clearing the way for the shipment, distribution, and eventual administration of the shots. The decision, first reported by New York Times, marks a historic scientific achievement and suggests an end to the coronavirus pandemic may be in sight, although the timing of a return to normalcy will depend on whether other vaccines in development also come online soon, and how well federal, state, and local authorities handle the logistical challenges of reaching a diverse, geographically dispersed population of 330 million people. That is definitely going to be a challenge. Authorization from the United States Food and Drug Administration followed a public meeting Thursday by an advisory committee reviewing research on the vaccine safety and efficacy. It also followed months of pressure from President Donald Trump, who, according to a report in the Washington Post, told the FDA head Stephen Hahn to resign if the agency didn't approve the vaccine by Friday evening. Most experts had expected the FDA authorization anyway, purely on the merits, because the results of clinical trials were so overwhelmingly positive. In tests that Pfizer conducted over the past few months, the vaccine reduced the likelihood of developing symptoms and testing positive for COVID-19 by 95%. The reported side effects included sore arms, headaches, fatigue, and fever that lasted a few days. In a briefing summary before the advisory board meeting, FDA viewers described these effects as mild to moderate and said they didn't lead to long-lasting harm. The known and potential benefits of the Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine outweigh its known and potential risks for use in individuals 16 years of age and older, the reviews concluded. The FDA's emergency use authorization process allows for expedited review of new pharmaceutical products in cases of urgent need. The urgency in this case could not be more clear, with caseloads rising, hospital intensive care units running out of space, and daily deaths now exceeding 3,000 people. Officials from Pfizer and the Trump administration have said shipments from factories will begin right away, so the first doses can be administered within days. The first batches of shots will go to healthcare workers as well as staff and residents of long-term care facilities under instructions that each state has issued based on federal guidelines. Essential workers will be next, and then as supply ramps up in the coming months, vaccines will become available to the rest of the population. By that time, the rest of the population will obviously know all the side effects. But at first, healthcare workers, essential workers, stand in line. A scientific breakthrough in record time, the rapid development of a usable COVID-19 vaccine less than 1 year after cases first appeared in the United States, is especially remarkable given that Pfizer will be the first mass-produced vaccine to use messenger RNA or mRNA, a form of genetic material that the body uses to manufacture proteins. An mRNA vaccine introduces a specifically engineered strand that includes coding for part of a pathogen, in this case, the protein spikes that protrude from the surface of the novel coronavirus. The immune system learns to recognize the protein so that it can react quickly and quash the full virus open exposure. Research has not yet established whether the Pfizer vaccine prevents COVID-19 infection and spread, or whether it merely prevents symptoms. The duration of protection isn't yet clear either and won't be without more study. But one intriguing finding is that the vaccine recipients developed a strong immune response following the first dose. Scientists have said the second dose remains important because the response was even stronger afterward, and because it's not yet clear how long that initial response lasts. Although mRNA technology had been the subject of research for many years, the speedy translation of that research into a functional, widely produced vaccine would not have been possible without a new, all-out effort from both the private and public sectors. There we go. In the case of Pfizer, that money came through its European partner, BioNTech, which got research money from the German government. So congratulations to those two. The next big challenge is distribution. On a conference call this week, Health and Human Services Secretary Alex Azar said that the goal remains to reach 20 million Americans by the year's end, 50 million by the end of January, and 100 million by the end of March. And by the end of summer, Azar said there should be enough vaccines for all Americans who want it. Those estimates assume the approval and distribution of other COVID-19 vaccines in development, including an mRNA vaccine from Moderna that has shown similar results in its clinical trials. The FDA is set to review Moderna's vaccine on December the 17th. But even if more vaccines win approval, and even if production proceeds smoothly, distributing and then administering the vaccine will present an enormous, unprecedented logistical challenge. An open question is what happens after that. If, as hoped, mass production dramatically increases the available supply, states are in charge of formulating and then carrying out these plans. It's not yet clear they've made enough arrangements or have enough resources to handle so many shots at once or to reach rural and marginalized communities. So I will leave the link to this article. Feel free to comment. And do let me know, do you want this right away, or would you rather have other people try it out first and maybe patiently wait around till March 2021? Your thoughts, please, your feedback. Thank you.